Hello students. Today we are going to study an important topic of geometry called complementary and supplementary angles. These concepts help us understand how different angles are related to each other. Before learning these two relationships, we must first understand what an angle is and how angles are measured. So let us begin step by step. Students, an angle is formed when two rays meet at a common point. The point where the two rays meet is called the vertex. The space between these two rays is known as the angle. In simple words, whenever two lines or rays meet at a point and create an opening, that opening is called an angle. Angles are measured in a unit called degrees. A complete rotation around a point measures 360 degrees. A right angle measures exactly 90 degrees. A straight line forms an angle of 180 degrees. These measurements help us classify and compare different angles. Angles are classified based on their size. An acute angle is an angle that measures less than 90 degrees. A right angle measures exactly 90 degrees. An obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Understanding these types will help us understand complementary and supplementary angles better. Now let us learn about complementary angles. Two angles are called complementary when the sum of their measures equals 90 degrees. For example, if one angle measures 30 degrees and another measures 60 degrees, their sum becomes 90 degrees. Therefore, these two angles are complementary angles. Here is a simple trick to remember complementary angles. The letter C in complementary can be connected with the word corner. Every corner of a square forms a right angle, which is 90 degrees. Therefore, whenever you hear complementary angles, remember that their total must be 90 degrees. We can find the complement of an angle using a simple formula. Complement equals 90 minus the angle. If an angle measures 40 degrees, we subtract 40 from 90. 90 minus 40 equals 50 degrees. Therefore, 50 degrees is the complement of 40 degrees. Complementary angles have some important properties. Both angles must be acute angles because their sum must be 90 degrees. The two angles do not have to be next to each other. If one angle measures x degrees, its complement will be 90 minus x degrees. Also remember that a right angle cannot have a complement because it already equals 90 degrees. Let us solve an example. We need to find the complement of 35 degrees. We subtract 35 from 90. 90 minus 35 equals 55. Therefore, the complement of 35 degrees is 55 degrees. When we add 35 and 55, the total becomes 90 degrees. Now let us understand supplementary angles. Two angles are called supplementary if the sum of their measures equals 180 degrees. For example, if one angle measures 110 degrees and another measures 70 degrees, their sum becomes 180 degrees. Therefore, these angles are supplementary angles. Here is an easy trick to remember supplementary angles. The letter S in supplementary can be connected with the word straight. A straight line forms an angle of 180 degrees. Therefore, supplementary angles always add up to 180 degrees. We can also calculate the supplement of an angle using a simple formula. Supplement equals 180 minus the angle. If an angle measures 70 degrees, we subtract 70 from 180. 180 minus 70 equals 110 degrees. So 110 degrees is the supplement of 70 degrees. Supplementary angles also have some important properties. The two angles do not need to be next to each other. One or both angles may be obtuse. Two right angles together form 180 degrees, so they are also supplementary. A straight angle, which measures 180 degrees, is considered its own supplement. Let us quickly compare complementary and supplementary angles. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees and both angles must be acute. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees and can include obtuse angles. The formula for complement is 90 minus the angle, while the formula for supplement is 180 minus the angle. Angles are not only mathematical concepts but also appear in our daily life. Complementary angles can be seen in the corner of a room or when the hands of a clock show 3 o'clock. Supplementary angles can be seen on a straight road or when a door opens completely in a straight line. Today we learn about angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles, their formulas, properties, and real-life examples. Keep practicing these concepts and solving problems. Jai Hind!